So a lot of you saw the leak yesterday about a Pokemon trademark filed for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Pokemon has filed fake trademarks plenty of times before, but this was the first time we've had an official logo go along with those trademarks. I decided not to do any video content on just a title alone, but as soon as I learned that Masuda had made a tweet about how the Sun and the Moon were out at the same time around a week ago, I felt pretty confident that the leaks were real. And they were! In today's very brief Nintendo Direct, after an incredibly emotional Pokemon Generation recap video that I thought was even more effective than the Super Bowl ad at tugging on my heartstrings, Pokemon Sun and Moon were confirmed for a holiday 2016 release worldwide. There was almost no gameplay shown for the titles, but if you look very closely, there was enough brief snippets of info to start getting excited for the next brand new Pokemon titles. For one, these games will be getting localized in both simplified and traditional Chinese, actually a groundbreaking development for Pokemon's global presence. I remember a huge push from a Chinese fan site called 52poke.com, with fan art and the petition phrase 7+1, hoping that they could finally get a localized Chinese Pokemon game. I'm really happy to see that they'll be getting not just 7+1, but 7+2. The fan site was already swarmed with positive reactions, and even though I'm just using a simple Google Translate, I can tell this news meant a lot to a lot of huge Pokemon fans. Moving to the art itself, here's what we've got. A look at a potential new Pokemon Center, and a surprising emphasis on vehicles. Here we have a traditional pickup truck, here we've got an adorable ambulance, and by far the cutest, I didn't notice it at first, but zoom in and check it out. That is a Blastoise on top of a truck. It's a fire truck, powered by Pokemon. That's amazing. We also get some concept art for at least one area giving off a heavy resort feel. The banners are all water Pokemon, there's a palm tree at the side. If this is a new region, I wouldn't be shocked to see it based on an area with a real-world tropical climate. And finally, we have a bird Pokemon revealed both in wireframe and briefly rendered. They show it so quickly that you'd swear it was a fletchling at first glance, but on repeated viewings, I think this is something completely new. This Pokemon's head area is white and the body is orange, the opposite of fletchling. On another look, it's actually a completely different body type than fletchling as well. A final thing to note is that you'll even be able to take Generation 1 Pokemon from the Virtual Console to Pokemon Bank and then to Sun and Moon. I'm not sure how they'll determine things like which abilities Generation 1 Pokemon will have, but for casual players, I'm sure it will be a blast bringing a Pokemon all the way from red, blue, and yellow to the present day. So what does it all mean? How does this fit in with the Zygarde forms? How about the new Pokemon Magearna? How about all of the many Pokemon out there that are related to the Sun or the Moon? Nobody really knows. It was a quick teaser to gain interest, and they've got my interest. As always, you can click the subscribe button here to follow the channel with any new update videos I make as we hear more about Sun and Moon. At the very least, new main series Pokemon games are confirmed for the year, and I can't wait to hear more.